Taurus besties, welcome to my channel, blahscrystalsale Taurus Tarot. If you're new to my channel, Taurus, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe. Don't leave my channel without subscribing. Make sure to like this video, Taurus, if it does resonate with you in any type of way, and or comment down below and let me know what you're thinking. Take the reading, Taurus, as it resonates with you. It will resonate differently for everyone. And Taurus, if you don't like my shit, get out my shit, okay? Any other information that I do not state as of now will be down below in the description box underneath the video. That is the description box. I need to trim my hair some more. I think we just need to do a cut. Because it's still not even. Maybe it's supposed to go that way. I'm figuring out. But either way, nope, I don't like it. I'm figuring it out. But if you have not checked out my website, the entire website is buy one, get one free. This is the last day, so personal readings are buy one, get one free. Candles are buy one, get one free. Group rituals are buy one, get one free. With the code CELEBRATE at checkout. This, like I said, is the last day for it. Other than that, that's pretty much all the messages I got. Good afternoon, y'alls. I'm waiting for some more y'all to come up in here and stuff. Sassy, hello, good afternoon. Kimberly, good afternoon. That's good, that's good. Crystal, good afternoon. Wait a minute over here. Juanita, good afternoon. Happy Friday. Good afternoon, y'all. Good afternoon. This reading here is called, I forgot what the fuck I titled it. I think it's 3 Things to Come Soon. 3 Things to Come Soon. I'm pretty sure that's what I named it or something. I don't fucking know. But either way, let's just get started because I want to be here forever. I got other stuff to do. It is the new moon today, so I got other things to do. So, Teresa, hello, good afternoon. So, what is this first thing? Let's start with the first one. If this reading becomes too long, I'm going to make it down to probably 2 things instead of 3 things. So, it all depends on how fast we get through this reading. So, what is the first thing that Spirit wants to bring up that is to soon come into your life? Your first one, you have intention. Let's go ahead and just get the last one. Are my cards upside down? Yes, they were. I wonder they were a little bit tough to shuffle. Be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want. Be bold with your requests to the universe. Now, this first thing right here, this is whatever you want it to be, okay? Whatever you want it to be. Whatever you want it to be. So if you want to call in love, this is the one thing that's coming to you soon. If you want to call in money, this is the one thing that's coming to you soon. If you want to call in a better car, this is the one thing that's coming to you soon. If you want to call in a better house, this is the one thing that's coming to you soon. A job, a business, whatever the fuck it is that you want. You just need to be very, very clear on what it is that you want. This energy here is you need to decide on what it is that you want to call in because Spirit is giving you the option to open up whatever it is that you want and invite it into your life. What is this about? See, it's so beautiful. Look at you. prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. You have luck is on your side, the new moon in Sagittarius, which I think we got coming up. Or is that the... Nope, I think we got the new moon in Sagittarius coming up. Or is that new moon in Gemini? What is this? New moon. Full moon in Gemini. New moon in Sagittarius. And I believe the new moon in Sagittarius is June 18th. It is Sagittarius, right? I don't believe it's Cancer. Is it the new moon? I do believe this is coming up. I do believe this is coming up, and I believe it's in June. If I'm not mistaken, somebody can Google it. I believe it's in June, if I'm not mistaken. So that's just around the corner. Latika, hello. Ariella, hello. Good evening. Oh, Isha, good evening. I do believe that's coming up. So very soon, you better get very, very clear on what it is that you want. And I'm more than certain. I'm more than certain. Either the strawberry moon or... I don't want to get focused on it. I'm going to get lost. Either way, what this is about, Spirit is saying you got luck on your side. So things are going to be looking up. And we got Jupiter and Taurus for another year, for the next year. So Jupiter is in your sign, and Jupiter is known for luck. Very soon, you're about to get blessed on whatever it is that you want. Now, do not get stuck on how it should come in for you. Okay? Do not get focused on that. Just do whatever you can do. Like, live your life as if it's already complete and leave the fucking rest to Spirit. What is this about, Spirit? Shakara, allow. It's been a minute now. You got the King of Pentacles. You have the Six of Pentacles. You are owed something. You are owed something. But I don't feel like it's just like owed from the universe. Like you are owed something. I think you got cheated out of something in the past. There's something that you have that you got cheated out of. So, for instance, you were supposed to get a certain position at a job. You didn't get that position. You got cheated out of that position. And now Spirit is saying, I'm giving you something better. But you got to decide if you still want that job or not. Right? It doesn't necessarily have to be that position. Right? But you got to decide if you still want that type of position. If you still want that type of job. Or if you want better. But I feel like you got cheated out of something. The cost was too high. The deal was too high. It basically would have cost you a lot. So whoever took that from you, whoever cheated it from you, didn't get the best. You got the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you got cheated out of something. Something that was owed to you. You got the Ten of Swords. The Eight of Cups. The Tower and the Knight of Cups. Yeah. So I feel like you're supposed to have this a long time ago. All right. Whatever it is that you are deciding on for this one, like, don't go into multiple things. Okay. You're gonna become indecisive. So focus on what you really do want. So if you desire love, then that is what the fuck it is. Don't do love and money. Focus on what it is that you really do want. Okay? Make your fucking mind up. Because with this one, like I said, it's all about your intention. So if you are going to try to be like, well, I want all of it, you're going to end up being indecisive and you're not going to get none of this. You're going to cheat yourself out of it this time. But I feel like what all this is about is basically you were due for something. Something was supposed to come like when you expected it to come. That was supposed to be yours. You got cheated out of it, and now Spirit is saying it's coming around, back around for you. But this time you had to decide what it is that you want, and if you still desire what it is that you were asking for then, right? You didn't get the particular job that you wanted. So do you still desire that type of job, or has your mind actually changed? Do you want something better? Do you want something different? Do you still want to pursue that career? You know, or have you shifted? So let's move on. Why hasn't, oh, I guess we kind of already answered it, but let's just see. Why hasn't this entered your life? Or why did it enter your life previously? outside of being cheated. You have ascending. I really do feel like it's all about your direction. So, excuse me. Hold on. Excuse me. We have a tendency to desire so many things where it can block us. So I really do feel like it was all about your direction, which direction you wanted to go in. Because once you make one decision, it leads to another decision and another decision and another decision. Can you live with the decisions that will be made after you make this decision, right? So, after you choose this lover, so let's say you choose love, after you choose this lover, can you deal with the fact that you're going to have children by this lover, potentially have children by this lover, that you will potentially marry this lover, right? You desire love, but if you would have settled on that type of love that you just got cheated out of, was that really going to be the best option? Did you really think this through? Did you really think about the future steps that can be taken that can potentially be taken when it comes to this person? So, granted, when it comes to love, you could have been cheated out of this love, as in they chose someone else or someone else stole them from you, but they were never meant to be yours to begin with. But either way it goes, you got cheated out of that. But think about it. Look back at your exes and stuff, and look at how their lives are. Look at their baby mamas or their wives and like whatever problems that they may post on social media, or whatever problems you may just see. That would have been you, right? That would have been you. So Spirit is saying, whatever it is that you're going to decide on, example being love, you need to think about what may come from that. And are you ready to deal with what may come from that? So if you choose a certain type of love or a certain type of person, are you prepared for the future with them versus just right now, right? Right now, they seem like the ideal person. They're handsome, or they're sexy, or whatever you may fucking call them. They're beautiful, but looks will not carry forever, right? Can you deal with the changes that may come after? Right now, they may have money and everything else. Can you deal with the possibility of this person, not being so financially stable later on, right? Because one day this may be your husband or this may be your wife. If you choose a house, can you deal with the fact that of your neighbors in the neighborhood that you're going to be in? One day you may have children in this neighborhood. Can you deal with the fact of them going to school and everything? Spirit is saying, look, don't get lost with me. Whatever it is that you're choosing, the reason why it has not entered your life is because you may be okay with the now because you're thinking about, I want this right now. But the reason why it has not entered your life is because you have not decided on being okay with everything that will come after you choose this particular thing, right? That's why you haven't got it. Make sense. We don't need to clarify, do we? No, way down. Let's move on. So, how can you call this in? Taurus, hello. Good afternoon and welcome. Sassy, good afternoon. Spirit, how can Taurus call this in? Surrender. So I feel like this is when you try to control. You try to be the big fish in the sea, right? But this gonna be spirit right here. They're always gonna be bigger than you. They're always gonna be more advanced than you. They're always gonna be, well, this is spirit in like your higher self, your future self, if anything else. This is you, the little fish in the sea, basically. You're not even the fish. Are my nails dirty? They're good. You like the little boat thing, swimming above water. Like you can't go under. You can't go on top. You can't really do most of that stuff, right? This could be even like a spirit animal or something, right? That can go through the different realms, that can go through whatever the treacherous things are. Basically, Spirit is saying how you can call this in. Damn it, what the fuck was I going to say before I went into all that damn shit? Hold on. Don't lose me. Just give me a second. Surrender, basically. How you can call this in is Spirit saying, think about the life that you desire. Okay? Think about the life that you truly do desire. So, when I talk about the effects after you choose what it is that you're choosing, you don't got to stress about it. But Spirit is saying, do you desire what may come from this? If you don't desire what may come from this, then you need to choose something else, right? You need to choose something else. Because right now, you're the itty bitty person here that's choosing something because you don't see the big picture, right? Spirit is saying, how you can call this in is looking at the big picture. Looking at the big picture. The things that you cannot control and the things that you can control. Molly, hello. Miss Krista, hello. Good afternoon. Did I want to use this deck? Let's use you. Because I must put you over here for a reason. You have the Sun. Strength. And you got Judgment. Surrender to Spirit. Okay? But you need to make the decision. You need to make the decision on how your new beginning is going to be. How your life is going to be. Right? But you need to be confident in whatever decision you make. Look at the big picture. Don't get fixated on right now. Because right now is only a moment in time that will eventually change. I think I told you guys this before in the reading. Like right now, in this moment, I'm on this live, right? You are on this live. But whenever we finish, we can say in a second, basically, we will no longer be in this moment. So I got to be thinking about, what I'm going to do after I get off this live. Are you going to be thinking about what you're going to do after you get off this live? Is that something that you actually want to do? Or is that something you do not want to do? Spirit is saying, like, start being in agreement with your soul, right? With your future self. Like, get in alignment with your future self. If there's something that you're deciding to do that does not line up to your own happiness, do not do it. Choose something else. Choose something else. So after this, I can decide, well, like yesterday. Just stay with me. Yesterday, I was in my room and I was going to take a nap, right? I think I was going to take a nap. Eventually I was going to take a nap because I was tired. But I decided I was going to fucking go clean my garage out. I hadn't cleaned that shit out since I first moved in here. So I was like, I'm going to go clean it out. Something kept telling me to go clean it out, so I said, fuck it, I'm going to go clean it. And I enjoyed actually cleaning it. It was so fucking dirty. I had all the leaves blown in there from outside from when the people mowed the lawns and everything else. But it's like one side was clean, the other side was all my stuff with all the leaves and stuff on it because I just never used that side. I just parked the car and that was pretty much it. Stay with me, don't lose me, shit. But the thing is, I made a decision that aligned with me, right? I could have took that nap, but what purpose would it have really done for me? So I went to go clean the garage instead because it made me feel better, right? Versus I'm going to go take a nap and, I don't really accomplish anything. So if I'm not going live, I'm not doing readings, I'm going to go do something else that's in alignment with my future because once I clean this garage, then, I have everything in order. I now have my inventory in order of my own life. So, Spirit is saying how to call this in is basically surrender to the bigger purpose, the big picture. Like, check out the big picture. Look at the big picture. Don't just look at right now. And decide what action after this moment is going to serve a purpose for you. It's going to be better for you, right? You can choose whatever you want to choose, but you need to make the decision that's going to be worthwhile. That's going to allow you to ascend. You have the Ace of Cups. Look at it. Look at it. Which one is going to be more fulfilling? You have the Eight of Cups. And you have the Three of Cups. Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I feel like that's what you need to avoid, right? You need to avoid the decisions that do not align with your happiness, right? You can either choose to celebrate, or you can look at you can make the decision that, you're like, oh, I probably shouldn't have made that. I really didn't get the best out of it. What is going to make you happy? That's what you need to decide on. This whole One thing that you can unlock right now, Spirit is saying, is dealing with whatever makes you happy, not your circumstances. If you continue to focus on what you do not have, if you continue to focus on what you feel is not a possibility in your life, it's always going to not be a possibility in your life. You're always going to not have it. You're never going to be able to call it in because that is the direction that you are focusing on, right? That's the direction you're focusing on. So let's just say, right? This is you. This is your reality right now. This is spirit, bigger fish in the sea. And this is your higher self. This is your future self, right? But your future self can now go wherever they want to go because they've already been there. They've already been there before. This is where you're trying to go. You're only surface level. Your future self has already been where you are going to head to. So, do not lose me. Watch the video back if you need to. So, give me a second. Give me a second. Fuck. Fuck it. Damn it. I forgot it. You can call this. You can call this in. I don't remember what I was going to say. But either way, you can call this in. You just need to make the decision now. Make the decision now that you want to do. And Spirit saying from here on out, you need to be making decisions that's in alignment. I think I'm kind of getting it. You need to be making decisions that's in alignment with your higher self. Not with, I can't do that because I don't have enough money. I can't do that because, I can't blah, 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 blah. Right? Hold on a minute. I'm trying to figure out if I want to use this example or if I'm going to save this story for another time. I'm going to save it. Either way it goes, how you going to call it in, Spirit saying you need to decide, basically. In each moment that you're deciding, choose what's best, okay? Not what you think is possible, choose what's best in every moment, because when you make that one best decision for you, the next decision will follow after, and you'll keep making better decisions that align to your happiness. You make that one choice that's like, oh, because I have to, then what are you going to get after that? You're going to continue to get choices that are, oh, I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to do this. Right? You make a hold on, listen. I have enough money. I don't have enough money. Right? Stay with me. I have enough money. I don't have enough money. You make the decision of I have enough money, regardless of what your reality looks like. Okay? I have enough money. It's going to bring you to a place where you have enough money to make a decision of, I can afford this. I can get this. It's going to bring you to other things that you can actually afford, right? That are actually aligned to what it is that you want. You make the decision of I don't have enough money, then what are you going to get? More disappointment. More and more and more disappointment is going to trickle in. Remember, your future is what we're talking about right here. Decide on what it is that you want. I don't have enough money. I have enough money. Which reality do you want to live in? Which one sounds better for you? Because if you look at the bigger picture, I don't have enough money is going to trickle nothing but I don't have enough money. I'm not qualified for this. Everything that comes to you is going to be I don't have enough. I never have enough. It's going to be nothing but negative stuff, right? Toxic stuff. Things that are out of alignment for you. This is I have bad luck. Nothing ever goes right for me. This is the pity motherfucking party that you be sitting in, okay? Or that you will be sitting in, or that you do be sitting in sometimes, whichever way it goes. This is nothing but the negative shit that's just going to keep coming and coming and coming because it's based off of the decisions in the mindset that you have. When you choose, I have enough money, I'm qualified, I don't give a fuck what nobody tell me, I don't care, nobody's going to stop me, that no does not mean shit to me, then you're going to see nothing but the positive things coming in. And Spirit is saying, whatever it is that you decide on, decide the decision each time that speaks to what it is that you want, not the one that goes against it, okay? So you may try the one that you really do want, and you may get a no. But that doesn't mean that you're not going to get it, because what's going to happen? Another decision is going to open up, or another avenue is going to open up that's going to allow you to get what it is that you desire, because that's the energy that you're sitting in. That's the mindset that you're sitting on. More positive things will come to you because that is the decision that you have chosen to make and invite in your life. Let's move the fuck on. So, I feel like we're reiterating shit at this fucking point. What's the best energy to be in to invite this in? Now, I don't know who the fuck having babies and stuff, but you got the stork here. You need to, do you want it or not? Okay? Spirit saying you need to act like you want it. You're hungry. Okay? You're fucking hungry. You need to act like you want it. What's the best energy for Taurus to be in, Spirit? You got the white wolf. Believe in your power. Come the fuck on. And you got the waning quarter, the crone. Right? Spirit saying the best energy to be in for you is to act like you want it. If you don't want it, then you don't want it. Of course, you're going to choose that I don't have enough money. I'm not qualified. You don't want it. Okay? Be honest with yourself. Fuck your reality. Be honest with yourself. Be truthful with yourself. Do you want this or not? Is this something that you are able to give up, right? Is it something that you're able to give up? Give up. So, some of y'all are going to be like, well, I'd rather have love over money, right? You're ready to give up money over love, and that's okay. That's your decision. But Spirit is saying you need to be honest with yourself. Don't choose money if you really desire love. Don't choose it. Make sure you take care of yourself though. But you may be okay with living the average life, right? For the sake of love, right? But some of you may be like, fuck love, I want the money. So you may make more decisions that's more career oriented, that's more money driven, where love comes second to, your money. So instead of going on the dates, you're doing things like networking. You're doing things like overtime and everything else, right? Because that's what's important. But Spirit is saying whatever you're giving your attention to is pretty much your intention. Decide on what it is that you want in this moment right now. What is truly important, because that's what's about to be major for you. You have the Queen of Swords. The King of Wands. And Temperance. Excuse me. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. Spirit saying you don't have to wait for anything. Why are you waiting? Just stay with me. Why are you waiting? In your waiting process, why are you sitting there like, well, I don't know what to do? Spirit is saying, but that's the decision. Whatever you're deciding to wait on, that is a decision that you are making. That is a choice that you are making. You don't have to sit there and wait. You're choosing to wait, right? You're choosing to wait for somebody to come in and save you. Like Cheetah Girl said. What the fuck that damn song was? Shoot the moon, start the rain. No, that's not even the fucking song. I can say, well, I don't want to be like Cinderella, sitting in a dark, cold, dusty cellar, waiting for somebody to come and set me free. Basically on Cheetah Girls, they made the decision where they wanted to either sit there and wait for somebody to come fucking save them, or they were gonna go fucking out there and figure it out. Go save them fucking selves, because you could either live in the fairy tale, or you can go live in your own reality that you can make. You don't have to be like the fairy tale. You don't gotta be like Snow White bitch ass, okay? You don't gotta be like Cinderella, because what the fuck was she fucking doing? Because fuck, would nobody fucking tell me you wasn't gonna have me fucking being Molly Maid up in that motherfucker, okay? But either way it goes. You don't gotta be like, look, be like fucking Mulan. And even then, hold the fuck on. Let me think about that one for a second. Be like fucking Mulan. Be like Mulan. Be like, who the fuck else is a good one? Tiana and Princess and the Frog and stuff. Be like, basically the new age princesses, not the old age, because you know whoever made them motherfucking movies, them men was on some bullshit, some sexist shit. They just want all the women to be in the fucking kitchen and cleaning and shit and being saved by a fucking man. Be like the new age princesses, okay? Don't even be like Ariel, because you know she was tripping too. Fucking trying to, who the fuck gives that? Tripping. Fucking stupid. But either way it goes. Basically, Spirit's saying you get to make the decision. If you're choosing, if you're waiting, you're choosing to wait. There's always another decision that you can make. You're just choosing to wait. That's it. That's what Spirit's saying. The best energy to be in, to invite this in, is go after what it is that you want. Okay? Don't sit there always feeling like I gotta be patient. I gotta wait on Spirit, because a lot of times Spirit has already gave you the answer. You have the choice. Remember, at the end of the day, in this world, in this lifetime, you have free will. So regardless if Spirit tells you to wait, you got free will. You got free will. There's always another answer. There's always something else that Spirit can help you with, can assist you with. It may not be as major right now as you would like it to be, but that small decision, that small step that you make will help you. There's always a positive, there's always a negative. But if you never try it, you'll never figure out what the positive and the negative is. You'll never decide what it is that you truly do want. You'll never know what it is that you really do want. But have you or have you not gone through enough things this lifetime to know what it is that you want? You've gone through enough bad relationships to become the crone, basically. To become wise, to know what type of relationships you want, to know what type of man you want, to know what type of woman you want, to know what type of husband you want, to know what type of relationship you want. You've gone through enough. You've gone through enough badass fucking jobs to know that you probably never gonna work at McDonald's again. Maybe some of y'all do. It is what it is, though. But just let me use that as an example, okay? But you've gone through enough jobs to know that you're never gonna work in retail again. You're never gonna want to be a doctor. You're never gonna want to be a whatever the fuck, right? You don't want to be a lawyer. You know, you've gone through enough, Spirit is saying, to know what it is that you want. So why do you keep making decisions from a childlike state when you don't have to make those decisions like that? You don't have to choose like that. You know what it is that you want. But when you become indecisive, Spirit is saying that's when you don't get what it is that you want. Okay? Decide on what it is that you want so things can align to your happiness. Okay? Now let's motherfucker on, because we've really been here too long. How long have we been on this? Okay. Either way, let's get Spirit's message and then we'll move on to number 2. You have courtship. Now this could be love. This could be whatever it is that you are about to be courted with. Okay? Excuse me. Spirit's message here. When you decide on what it is that you want, you will receive the help, right? You're going to be courted. Either way it goes. Whether there's a lover that's going to come in and court you with whatever it is that you want. Decide on the person that you want. What type of money do they have? What type of personality do they have? You know, what type are you more drawn to? Are they work-oriented? Are they family-oriented? Are they both of them? You know, decide on what it is that you want, because Spirit is saying once you decide, that's good. That's what's going to be courting you. Once you decide on the career choice that you want, that's what's going to be courting you. Meaning the job offers, right? You're going to get tons of job offers within what it is that you want to do, within the field that you want to do. Remember, like schools and stuff. Once you decide that you want to go to these certain schools, Spirit is saying that's what's going to start to show up in your reality and court you. Okay? Court you. You're going to get it. But what's going to be courting you? Do you want everybody and their mama to be courting you? I doubt it. Y'all done fucking seen Bridgerton. If you ain't fucking seen it, I don't know what to fucking tell you. Okay? I don't know what to tell you. It's on Netflix and stuff. You should watch it. It's pretty good. I wish they would just come out with the 3rd season already and come the fuck on. Because they done came out with Queen Charlotte and stuff. And I done watched it already. They need to come the fuck on, because I ain't got time to be waiting. But either way it goes. Like Bridgerton. So, and even if you didn't see Bridgerton, just pay attention to the damn story. So, basically, you know, they know what it is that they want. They know what type of person it is that they want, but yet they'll be courted by a whole bunch of people that they do not desire, right? Only to choose who they actually do want, or to choose who they don't want. It all depends, right? And if you've seen I don't want to tell you too much about it if you ain't see it, but if you ain't see it, I don't know if I can tell you, okay? But, for instance, like Queen Charlotte, there's a difference between Queen Charlotte and Bridgerton. Just stay with me. Where, and I'm trying not to tell you too much, if you haven't seen it, where, you can see the difference of when they choose people that they do not desire and when they choose people that they really do want, right? When they choose people that they really do want, they tend to get people within that realm, right? When they choose people that they do not want, they tend to have less options, and basically, you are the diamond. Shit, don't lose me. You are the diamond. Okay, go watch your damn shit if you haven't seen it. You are the diamond. You are the diamond. That's what Spirit's saying. In this reality, in your reality, you are the diamond. Okay, so you can have whatever it is that you want. As the diamond, are you really going to choose the shit that you do not want when you have all these different options, or are you going to choose what it is that you do want because you have all these different options as the diamond? And that's what Spirit's saying to you. You are the fucking diamond, and whatever it is that you want is going to court you. Is going to show up in your reality. You got the Father of Sticks, so you got King of Wands again. Yeah, you're going to have the offerings, okay? You're going to have the offerings. Whatever it is that you need in order to get what it is that you want, you're going to have the offerings. You have the railroad. And it's going to come to you a lot quicker. Why? Because that's the reality you're sitting in. That's the energy you're sitting in. That's exactly what you're calling to you. And you have the Black Hermit, which is the magician, basically. Magically pop up into your life with everyone and anything giving you offerings. So these are the job offers that's constantly coming to you. The love offers that's constantly coming to you within the spectrum of what it is that you decide on that you want. So, decide. Now let's motherfucker on because it's been here too long. It's been fucking damn near 40 minutes. I got other shit to do. Just give me a second. Andrea, hello, good afternoon. Infinite, good afternoon. Alright, let's look at number 2. It's so beautiful. Number 2, what you can unlock, what you will soon unlock, because good things come in 3, that's what the title said. Prosperity. It says, a gift of money is on its way. So shit, you could decide on love if you want to, but either way it goes, a gift of money is on its way. Your income is increasing. Manage your finances with love. So, what you will soon unlock is some moreness, okay? Some moreness. Whatever it is that you need it to be for. Where are you supposed to go to? I think right there. It's plain and simple. Prosperity is your money, your finances. So your finances will be increasing. How they are going to increase? What did Spirit say the first time? Once you decide on what it is that you want, that's the life that you're going to get. So if you decide on an average life, of course, you're going to get average type of money. It's still going to be an increase, right? You're still going to have enough to sustain. If you decide on, I want to be rich and wealthy, like, you basically got to decide on what is rich and wealthy, because everybody's definition is going to be different. But we all know typically what what it typically means, right? It's like damn near like millionaire status and everything, what people would typically consider to be rich and wealthy. So if you decide that, then of course, you know, in order to live that life, you will get a substantial amount of money that will be coming to you in order for you to fulfill that. Don't forget my website, blahscrystalsale.com. Everything on the site is buy one, get one free today. Today's the last day. The sale, the coupon code is celebrate. It's the last day. It'll be closed tomorrow. But either way it goes, yeah, you got money coming to you. So let's move on. So what is this about? I think it's pretty plain and simple though, but whatever. You got it again. Surrender to the divine. Full moon, the full moon. Surrender to the divine. You got the Seven of Swords. You got the Star. See? The Lord got a plan for you. You don't even know it. You don't even know it. Spirit just said, all I need you to do is decide. That's it. Make your choices. And the rest will come to you. Because remember when I told you got cheated, but I feel like you really got cheated because you did not decide. When you didn't call that job in because you didn't even know if you really wanted it or not. Somebody else knew they really wanted it, so they got it. You didn't get that money because you didn't even know if you really wanted it or not. You know, you didn't decide on what it is that you wanted. So I can't bring you any money because I don't know how much money you need because you haven't decided on what you wanted, right? I feel like you cheated yourself. You didn't even decide if you wanted that person or not, right? How many times have you looked back at a person? Just think about it, okay? Maybe you haven't, but really think about it. Even down to like elementary school or something. You missed out on love because you were indecisive and you didn't know if you really wanted that person, only to find out later that you really wanted that person or you wanted that type of person, right? You chose the toxic relationships over the best relationships and realized later on that that's the type of relationships you should have had all along. You just never decided on that. You didn't realize it until later on, right? Just stay with me. You got the Devil, Queen of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Three of Wands. Something is sitting in your energy. It's that indecisiveness. Stay with me. It's sitting in your energy and it's sitting heavy and it has been for a while, right? Because see what happens when one thing doesn't work out, you're able to shift and alter. It can alter your whole fucking reality that day. It can alter your whole mood that day. It can alter it. And what happens? Your future alters. As soon as your mood alters, your future alters. That one thing that you did not receive, right? Because you didn't necessarily decide. Good evening, afternoon. That because you did not decide on what it is that you wanted. Shit, I forgot. I got it. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Damn it. Don't speak, y'all. Oh, okay. It alters it. It alters it. You didn't get it, so it alters your mood, right? You had high hope that you were going to get something. You didn't get it, but the only reason why you didn't get it is because whatever you were trying to get, you did not really decide on, okay? You might have been winging it. This sounds good. It sounds good, not necessarily that you want it. You feel like it can work out. You don't believe it can work out. I feel it can work out, okay? I think it can work out. Those words mean a lot, right? Compared to I know it's going to work. I know. And not without a doubt, right? Remember, when you have options, when you have options after choosing, you don't believe that that's going to work out. You don't know it's going to work out whatsoever. You don't think it in your heart whatsoever that it's going to work out. So you're more likely not going to really get it because you have a backup plan. If this doesn't work, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Your energy is not aligned to what it is that you think you want. So, hold on. What is this about, right? That's what we're on. Damn it. That one decision of not getting it altered your reality for the rest of the day, your mood for the rest of the day. You have the option of being like, I'm grateful I did not receive this, better is to come. I'm still focused on aligning to what it is that I decided that I want. I'm going to get it because it's mine. And I'm grateful that I did not get this one, and moving on to continue with what you said you wanted, right? Or I'm pissed off that I didn't get this, right? This the other, so I'm gonna put my hand down so we don't get lost. I'm pissed off that I didn't get this. This is so fucking stupid. I'm really upset, and sitting heavy in that energy. What did I tell you in the beginning? That has a ripple effect, which means everything else that starts to come in is now going to be aligned to that mood that you are in. That mood that you are in. It's like you got to quickly kick yourself in the ass and basically be like, suck it the fuck up. Okay? I had a brief moment, and now I'm going to suck it back up, and I'm going to align back. I'm not going to sit there all fucking day disappointed that I did not receive. Because remember, there's always another decision that you can make. But Spirit is saying, your money is being held up, or it has been being held up, right? Due to you cheating yourself out of it. Because it's like you go into, I desire this, I believe in this, to one thing fucking goes wrong, to, oh, I don't think it's for me, it's probably not going to work out. And then that's just what you call in. Now that money is held up, okay? Spirit's saying you can unlock this soon. This money is meant to be yours. It's already yours. So if it's already yours and you've been in alignment with it, surrender to it. Okay? Hold on to that thought that it's already yours. That money is already yours, and everything that you do is always in alignment to it. Now, this is where it's going to get a little bit tricky, because I'm about to break it down to whether you make a good decision or a bad decision. Okay, whichever side you wanted to sit on, the angel or the devil. Whether you choose the angel or the devil, one way I always look at it is I am always in alignment. I do not give a fuck, okay? I do not give a fuck, right? Now, stay with me. This only for my mental. This only for my mental. Because I know what energy I need to be in order to call in what I want. But in order to trick my mind to not sit in my sorrows whenever something goes wrong, I tell myself I'm always in alignment whenever something good goes on or when something bad goes on. I'm always in alignment, right? I'm always in alignment. That is the best way that you could get over that disappointment. I'm always in alignment. So granted, that didn't go right the way that I expected it to, but I'm in alignment. That money is mine. Now you're going to be able to move forward a lot easier because you're no longer sitting in that energy. You're no longer beating yourself up like, damn, that didn't go right. I should have did this. I should have did that. No, fuck that. Okay, you were meant to make that choice. Because if you didn't make that choice, you wouldn't be able to know how to make the next choice, right? You wouldn't be able to know how to make what's the next choice that's best for you. So in this moment, just take this mental note. No matter if you feel like you did something good, you did something bad, you're always in alignment. You're always in alignment. The ego will love for you to stop doing what you're doing because, and have you beat yourself up because you're stepping out of your comfort zone. You're doing something that is unsafe for you. So, of course, it would love for you to beat yourself up and be like, you know what, let's go back to what we know. But you don't want to go back to what you know because your present self knows all that you know, but your future self knows something different. So we're not trying to align to what we've already been through. We're trying to align to our future self. And we know our future self isn't making moves and choices that we used to make. So, of course, it's gonna have some failures because we've never made these choices before. So you have to make that choice that may fail in order to align with a better decision, right? Don't lose me. Watch the video back if you need to, and keep playing it if you need to. But basically, that's what this whole thing is about. Just stay the fuck with me. Let's move on. Why hasn't this entered your life yet? And Tyrone, hello, good afternoon. You got ascending again, and you got release. Back to that alignment, but Spirit's saying you need to release it. Okay? Surrender to the divine. The money is already yours. There is nothing that you have to consistently, tell yourself that you're doing. Because if you're always telling yourself there is a bad decision, you can get stuck in that phase of the good and the bad. Oh my gosh, I should have never did that, right? Um, there are certain decisions that I've made in my life, and I may even still make this day, okay? Where I'm looking like, I should have never fucking did that motherfucking shit. That was stupid as hell. Oh, I was stupid. But I'm grateful that I made it, okay? Because now I got to learn the experience, and now I can move on to something better, right? I look at the meaning in that. Well, if I went through that experience, what is Spirit telling me, right? What is Spirit telling me? Hmm, I'm debating if I don't think I'm ready for these stories. Give me a sec. I gotta decide. Because I have some stories I haven't shared just yet. I'm not ready. I don't think I'm trying to figure out if I'm ready to share them or not. It will go well with this story, but I haven't shared it. Which means I kind of got it'll be a long story, but basically, no, I'm not going to share it. I look for the meaning in everything. So it doesn't matter if I do something that is horrible. There's a purpose for that. There's a reason for that. Spirit must be telling me that money's coming in. That's why I made that stupid ass decision, right? Spirit must be telling me that something else is coming in. That's why I made that stupid ass decision. And I promise you, whatever it is that I say that Spirit must be telling me, it happens. It happens. It happens. Because remember, you're not just experiencing things for no reason. You're experiencing them to get closer to what it is that you are trying to call into your life. You got the Wheel of Fortune. Five of Cups. And the Fool. What are you gonna be fixated on? What are you fixated on? Okay? Which way is the wheel spinning for you? Good or bad? Good or bad? The wheel should be always spinning in your favor, no matter what, right? You have to take a risk. So we're just saying the reason why it hasn't entered your life is because some of you guys like to play it safe. That's it. You like to play it safe. And you're never going to get what it is that you want in your comfort zone. It's just not going to happen. You're going to keep getting the same things that you've been getting, and even then that's going to run out. The wheel is going to stop after a certain point in time. And you're going to be sitting there like my life. You probably don't went through this before, but you're going to be sitting there like, my life is still the same. Nothing changes for me. I'm unhappy. Nothing ever works out for me. Nothing ever comes to me. I never get what it is that I want. And Spirit's saying because you're still sitting there in your comfort zone, and nothing ever is going to come to you in your comfort zone. But the same things, and like I said, even then, the wheel is going to stop spinning, and eventually the money is going to run dry, right? The money's going to run dry. You want this prosperity, you have to ascend. You have to align to something better. You have to take some risk. And the risk does not always have to be something major. Nobody's telling you to go jump out of a fucking plane, jump off of a skyscraper, or whatever else it is. Ain't nobody talking about all them damn adrenaline junkie ass risks, okay? Bungee jumping and stuff. Sometimes the risk could be literally just leaving your house. Because some of you guys may have been in the house for like a long ass time, and you don't even leave the house to even begin to know what else exists out there. Okay? Some of you guys have been talking about going to school, but you haven't taken the risk of even going to go sign up. It's so simple, but yet something's stopping you from doing it. And all you have to do is, in order to get there, all it takes is a simple choice, decision, to get that wheel spinning. Because once you make that choice, then everything else comes in alignment. Now you get to find out if you can get into school, whether you need financial aid, whether you need to pay for it, right? And once you figure out if you need financial aid or you have to pay for it, money, remember, money, then you figure out if you get approved for financial aid. Let's say you go in the direction of financial aid. You get to see if you get approved for it. Now you get your classes paid for, and you figure out how much your books are going to cost, and then you figure out how to get the money for the books, and then now you figure out, you see the direction that goes in. Or if you have to pay for school, now you figure out how you're going to pay for school, what type of job you need to pay for school, how much money do you need to pay for school. It just goes in a different direction. But Spirit is saying here, why this hasn't entered your life just yet, this prosperity of this money, because you haven't taken the proper risk to even invite it into your life. There's a move that you just have not made because you've been making the same moves for quite some time, playing it fucking safe. Okay? Stop playing it safe. Now, how to call this in? Because damn it, how to call this in for Taurus? If this will be the phone, but I'm whooping ass. Okay? You got gift. Look at that. Gift. This you right now, and who the fuck is this? Your future self. Okay? Your future self. Good afternoon, y'all. Your future self. But it's a gift, right? How to call this in? Your future self is basically telling you, look, you just gotta make a decision. Whatever money that you need, is going to come to you after you make the decision on what it is that you want. Decide. Do not be indecisive in this time right now, in these days to come, until you get what it is that you want. If you have not gotten what it is that you want, that still means you have moves to make, right? You have moves to make. But once you get a new choice that pops up, right? You have your old decision, you have a new choice. Choose the new, because you already know what the fuck the old is going to give you. Choose the new decision. And then once you make that decision, there's going to populate 2 more decisions, right? Maybe even 3 more. But we don't want to get all... If you get more than 2 decisions, you're still indecisive, okay? You're still indecisive. And that's going to bring you out to be more indecisive, because you have this choice, that choice, this choice, that choice, right? You can have... Just stay with me. You can have all these different colleges. You can have 10 colleges accept you. You're only going to choose 1, right? It's great to have 10 colleges accept you, but you know damn well you don't want to be in California, so you already know that one is out. You know damn well you don't want to be in Nebraska, so that one is out. You know, just fucking start cutting out all the other shit, okay? You don't like the school's fucking standards or whatever, so you know you're going to cut those out. You're going to cut them down until you have 2, because these are the ones that you really do want. Which one's going to be the best fit for you? And once you make that decision, you're going to make the decision that comes from what's going to benefit you in the future. And once you make that decision, Spirit is like, I can give you the money that you need. I can give you the money that you desire. The money is here. The money is ready for you. But the money cannot come to you unless you decide on a proper future for you, right? A choice. 1 and 2 go together. You can't have one without the other. You got the Emperor. This is where Spirit is saying you have free will. You have control over it, right? You may not have control on how the money comes to you, but you have control over choosing what it is that you want to do. You got the Page of Cups. Page of Pentacles. And the 2 of Swords. You got the Empress at the bottom. Look at that. Which choice are you going to make? At the end of the day, okay? Which choice are you going to make? This is going to be your past self right here, okay? False dreams, false hopes, okay? Ain't nothing in that motherfucking cup that's worthwhile. This one's going to be your future self, because look at it. You can see it. You can believe it. You know it's the right choice to make because it aligns to what it is that you desire, right? This is something that you need, but you don't really need it. Look at that fish. It should not be in that fucking cup, right? You don't really need this. You don't really even want this. You're still looking at it like, I think it'll be well. I think it'll be okay for me to make. I think it'll be okay for me to choose. You know, well, if I did get this is you settling. If I did make this choice, then if you have to think about how you can fit this into your life, or how it can probably work for you and how you could probably deal with it, it's not good for you. It's a past choice that you're making, right? This is based off of your old self. Your old self probably would have loved this choice, but they already made it already. That's why you're not fixated on it. That's why you really don't want it. That's why you think it'll be a good fit. That's why you think you want it. This one right here is pretty much, I know I want this. This is right for me. You don't have to second guess it. This is the best school for me. This is the best lover for me. This is the best career for me. this is the best, you can see it. You can see yourself living this life because that's the reality that you really do want. You don't want to be indecisive. So you need to realize that you have control over picking, but you need to pick from your future self and not your past self, right? Which one are you going to focus on? Andrea, hello, good afternoon. It's so beautiful. It was so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Okay. So you got the Emperor with the Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Remember, number 2 was all about prosperity. A gift of money is on its way. Your income is increasing. Manage your finances with love. When you choose your direction, it will all come together. Everything that you need in order to fulfill what you have chosen will start to come to you. So if you choose something, listen, you choose something that you really don't desire, you're not going to get much. Okay? You're not going to get much. But hopes and dreams and barely enough to survive. Okay? This is where all that disappointment is going to start to come in because you've already lived this before. You're not making any decisions that's different. So of course you're going to keep getting the same amount of money. You're going to keep getting the same type of jobs because nothing is different. You got the Star, Queen of Cups, and the 3 of Cups, right? How to call this in? Yep. Shoot. Is my phone not charging? Hold on. It's not charging. Hold on. All right, there we go. I don't fucking know. But what was I gonna say? Okay. Let me fast forward my ass up, cause. All right. So either way, so here we go. So this is that I'm wishing on the star spirit saying this is the phase where you're gonna continuously be wishing and wanting and desiring, right? When you're sitting in this energy, you're working on a past, hold on, a past decision, right? A past choice. You're living in the past. You're living in something that's unwanted when you're constantly desiring something more. Constantly desiring something more. Constantly wondering about what I should be doing, what is it that I want. You're constantly living in the past. This is I have not taken a risk. I haven't made a choice. That's different. I'm making the same basic choices. That's it. Right? You may have moments of making choices, making a decision that you feel is right for you, but once you make that choice and you start to feel, once again, I wish for something more, you stopped. You got complacent again. you've now brought yourself back to alignment with your past. I want something more. I desire something more. Then you're like, okay, well, I'm going to make a choice, right? Hold on, stay with me. I'm going to make a choice. And then you make a choice and you're happy. You're happy. You're in alignment. You have something to celebrate. I finally made this choice. Everything's working out for me, right? Once you make that choice, you stop again. You stop again. And then you go back into the, I desire something more. I want something more. It's like recycle, right? Because remember, I told you, there's always a good choice. There's always a bad choice. There's always two choices, if anything. But Spirit is saying, once you make a choice, it doesn't stop there. You're still living, right? You still got to make another decision. So it's like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You still got to decide what you're going to eat for breakfast or if you're not going to eat breakfast. You still got to decide if you're going to eat lunch or if you're not going to eat lunch. You still got to decide what you're going to, you're going to eat dinner if you're not going to eat dinner. Okay? So once you decide that you're going to eat dinner, now you got to decide on what it is that you're going to eat. And you know you're not going to eat a million things, so what is it that you want? All right? What is it that you want? You keep eating the same thing every day, eventually you're going to get tired of it, right? Eventually you're going to get tired of it. So you're going to have to make another decision that speaks to your soul, right? So Spirit is saying, how you're going to call in this money here is you're going to have to start making the right choices. That's for your happiness, the ones that you can control. If you ever stop making a choice, your life is going to get complacent and you're not going to see the results that you want. You're not going to see the money that you want. So Spirit is saying, in any moment, when you feel life is boring, I'm not getting the money that I desire, I'm not living the life that I want, Spirit is saying, what choices are you making right now? Reevaluate yourself right now. What choices have you made recently that would even get you a step closer to that? Okay? Or are you living in the same repetitive cycle? And that's why you're like, I desire this, I want this, but I don't know what to do. Life isn't going right for me. You're sitting in the choice, remember, backtracking, you're sitting in the choice of waiting. It's out of my control, so there's nothing I can do. You're waiting. You're never going to discover what you want to do if you do not take a risk. You don't know if you really want to go back to school, but you'll never know it unless you decide on, well, let me go visit that school, right? Let me go look at courses, see if there's something else that I desire to do. You'll never know that you want to be a, I never knew that I wanted to be a tarot reader. Honestly, I didn't think I would be good at it. Honestly, I didn't even think it was an option until I fucking tried it, right? Until I tried it. I didn't know how things were going to go until I tried it. I didn't know that I would get into the university that I got in until I tried it. I didn't know that I would get any of the jobs that I would get that I would constantly be quitting because they would get my bitch ass nerves, okay? But I didn't know that I would get any of the jobs that I would get until I tried it. Just didn't know. And Spirit is saying, if you're sitting in the energy, Colbert, hello, if you're sitting in the energy of nothing's working out for me, nothing's changing, Spirit is saying you are making a choice to wait. Make another choice and go do something else. Go do something else. It doesn't always have to be something extravagant. I told you, you don't got to be jumping out of skyscrapers, off of them, or out of fucking airplanes, or bungee jumping. You don't have to be an adrenaline junkie in this lifetime. You can simply just choose something different than your norm. So, for instance, I'm used to taking a nap, right? I'm used to taking a nap. At this point in my life, I have grown to my piece of, I'm going to take a motherfucking nap. I'm going to take a nap, okay? I get frustrated, I'm going to take a nap. Yesterday was different when I decided to go clean that garage. That was something different for me, right? But it was something what people would deem as, oh, that's small. That's something you should be doing. I didn't have to fucking do that. I said I didn't clean that motherfucking garage out since I moved in this bitch, right? That was what, like a year and a half ago, whatever? Damn it, almost 2 years, if anything. I didn't have to do shit. I didn't do it then, I didn't have to do it now. But I did. I chose, instead of doing the same thing that I typically do, to go do something else. It may not have been major, but it was major for me, right? A clean house, clean life, right? How they say a happy wife, happy life, clean house, happy, happy, happy life, basically. Okay, it clears out the process of thinking and everything else. That may be one of the reasons why I ended up here today on this motherfucking reading. We'll never know. But it's still a choice that I made. So Spirit is saying, when you start to feel complacent, make a choice. Do something different. Go for that walk. Do you typically go for walks? Go for that walk. You never know what you need. Okay? Do you typically take yourself out to eat? Take yourself out to eat. Go by your damn self. If you're used to going with friends, that is going to be your comfort zone. Do something that's outside your comfort zone. Now, I said do things that you can control. Spirit's going to bring the money that you need, right? They're going to bring the money that you need. Do things that you can control. And what you can control is the choices that you make, okay? If you don't feel you can celebrate that moment, that's a past choice. It's a past choice. If you don't feel like you can be proud of the decision that you made, no matter how small it is, it's a past choice that you are making. You are stuck in the past, you're in your comfort zone, and that's why you're unhappy. In that moment when I chose to clean that garage, I felt so relieved. I almost passed the fuck out because it was hot as a bitch, though. But I felt so good afterwards. I said, look at that. It's so clean. I swept all them leaves out and I picked it up. I didn't have to pick it up. I could have just swept it out and let it just blow where the fuck it was going to blow at. But I didn't want to do that to my neighbors and have it blown on their front doors and everything else. So I picked it up with a napkin because I ain't had no gloves. Well, I had gloves, but I didn't feel like looking for them or whatever. Anyway, basically I felt really good. Versus I take that nap and then I'm like, okay, I'm used to taking this nap. Yeah, I feel refreshed, but not really. Okay, so it felt good in that moment. So I knew I made a right choice. I made a better decision than I made yesterday, right? The day before. Either way, let's move on. So what's the best energy to be in to invite this in? You have heart. You have the dolphins. And you have the bridge. Basically, Spirit is saying the best energy to be in is whatever your heart desires. Whatever you feel is going to get you a step closer. What is different? What's going to connect you that's going to make you leave your past to go towards what it is that you actually desire? What it is you actually do want? Sweet tea, hello, good afternoon. Whatever it is that you want. That's the best energy to be in. Whatever is going to make you happy. I don't care if somebody questions your decision. What's going to make you happy? Okay? If someone questions your decision that you are about to make, and whatever advice they give you makes you unhappy, that's not the choice that you should be making. That's the choice they want you to make. That's the choice that they feel is reasonable, but that's not the choice that you should be making. You need to make the ones that make you happy. Start with the small things if you can't figure out the big things. Eventually, once you start to figure out enough small things, you'll start to figure out the big decisions. But Spirit is saying if you make no decisions, you'll never figure out the bigger ones. So, start with the small things like cleaning out your garage. How did that make you feel? Happy, right? Now, the more you start to do the small things of, okay, well, let me clean my room up. This makes me feel really good because it's really spotless. It's really clean, right? I can see things. I can walk over things. You make enough small decisions, it will help you to clear your mind and make the major decisions that you actually do need and want to make. You have the Nine of Swords. You have the Ace of Pentacles again. You have the Magician. Okay, cramp my neck. Two of Wands. So beautiful. I was going to say there's no bad decision. There are bad decisions though, but there's no bad decision because everything's always working out for you. You have the Ace of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles. And remember, this one here is all about Spirit saying money is soon coming to you, right? Money is soon coming to you. Money is soon coming to you. You got the Ace of Wands at the bottom. And you got the Nine of Wands. You can do it the easy way, you can do it the hard way. There's no hard way. The hard way, basically, is your comfort zone. Nothing's ever going to improve from your comfort zone. Nothing's ever going to improve from you doing the same fucking routine every fucking day. Okay? Your job is your job. Until you decide to change it, your job is going to be your job. Some of you guys may love that job. If you hate that job, then you need to change it. Okay? That's the decision that you need to make. But if you like this job, or you're okay with this job for right now, continue to do it. But that means if you don't change your job, you need to change something within that's outside your job. So changing your daily routine. Instead of driving to work every day the same direction, change it up. Take the long route. Take the scenic route. Do something that's different than what it is that you're doing. Stay with me. To bring this money in, Spirit is saying you're going to have to do things differently. You're going to have to do things differently that you did not do in the past. If it works out for you and it still makes you happy, then continue to do that. But that's still going to be your comfort. So, hold on, don't lose me. If it still makes you happy, continue to do that, right? But if you're asking for something more, you're desiring something more, remember I told you what energy you are in. You are in the past energy, you are in your comfort zone. That means in order to bring in more prosperity, in order to bring in more money, Spirit is saying you got to do something different. Okay? Try something different. How did that make you feel? If you didn't feel good about it, cool. You still made a risk. You still took a risk. So try something else. Did you feel good about that? If the answer is no, cool. Try something else. Spirit is saying you don't stop just because you did not feel that. Now you got to become like that adrenaline junkie, right? You're trying things until you find what is in alignment with you. It's easy for you to, in the past, to try things because you desired it, right? I want that relationship. I want this type of love, so therefore I'm going to choose my ex. You chose your ex because you wanted it. But now, after the ex, it's harder for you to choose somebody else, but it's really not. You just are in your comfort, right? Or you haven't decided. Spirit is saying once you decide to take a risk, you'll see that more and more prosperity will come to you. Okay? Now let's get your spirit message. Change. Nothing great, I didn't say good, but nothing great will come to you if you do not allow yourself to change. You got the Father of Sticks again. You have Big Mama. And look at her with her cornbread and stuff. I just love my grandma's cornbread and stuff. And her cooking, because she could cook. I should have stayed in the kitchen with her. Either way. And the Mother of Knives. Spirit is saying, based off of your decisions, it's going to decide on what you're cooking up. Okay? How much money is cooking up to come out to you. Okay? Like I said, choosing school, choosing financial aid, you know there's only a certain amount of money that's going to come to you. You know there's only a certain amount of money that's going to come to you. But the thing is, you still got prosperity. So you get financial aid, there's only a certain amount of money that's going to come to you. Hold on. You choose the loan, you know there's a certain amount of money that's going to come to you. Or you choose to pay for school, there's a certain amount of money that's going to come to you. But hold on. Because remember, in the beginning, when Spirit told you to choose direction, they also said, don't just think about the now. Think about the future. Okay? Think about the choices that your future self will be making. So once you decide on a school, how is that school going to affect you? Once you decide on a degree, how is that degree going to affect you? How's your money going to be looking? How's your life going to be looking? Can you deal with the choices that you will be making in the future. That will be in alignment with what you're doing. Okay?
Basically, I'm not going to go too far in that.
Your third one, you have cycles, but this is a long ass reading. Cycles, it says everything has its right time. Honor the cycles of your body. Tune into the moon's magic. I'm not going to do number 3, but I can tell you about it. The third one that you will unlock, I can at least tell you about it.
What is it about? Have faith in your dreams.
Look at how that matches up. Look at how those color schemes match up. So, purple, prosperity, it's royal.
You got the 10 of Cups. This is going to be that new door.
So once you go through number 1, once you unlock number 1, once you unlock number 2, number 3 is going to be that desired goal, right? But once again, Spirit is saying, do not get complacent. You got your desired goal, right? You made it to the love of your life. You made it to that dream career. You made it to whatever. Spirit is saying, do not get complacent. You still need to make choices. You're still living. You still need to make choices. This, number 3, is the complete happiness, right? You went through number 1, you decided. You went through number 2, you got the money that you needed. You made it to number 3, and you got your desired goal of what you decided that you wanted finally, right? Your ultimate happiness. You have the Page of Swords. The 8 of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. All doors have opened for you. You have finally made it to your desired goal. You got exactly what it is that you said you wanted, right? The money came in for you. You got exactly what you wanted. But Spirit is saying this is not the end of your fucking road. If you are still living, it's not the end of your road. That's why you see all these billionaires out here in this world, right? You're like, well, what do they need more money for? Why do they keep making more money? They're still living. It has not ended for them. So therefore, they're going to continue to do something bigger. For the average person, you know, they're not on billionaire status. So what happens when you got so much money? You can get bored. You got so much fucking money that it's like toy money, right? You can buy anything that you want. You're going to look for more exciting things. So for instance, like shitting on people or whatever, you know, because it's, or hunting people, you know, because, you know, they be doing that in this world. They be just trying to cover it up and lie about it and stuff, right? You're going to find things that's more exciting. You got to look for something. So Spirit is saying, this is only going to be a temporary happiness. It's only going to be temporary. Because eventually, just like you did in the past, you're going to get bored of it. You're going to get fed up of it. So when you make it to your final destination, Spirit is saying, don't get complacent there. Continue to look for more. Continue to search for more. Continue to do more. Because if you do not, you're going to end up back where you are now, right? And you're going to have to start all over again. So Spirit is saying keep moving. Continue to push yourself. Continue to do better. Anyway, y'all, that's pretty much our reading. Thanks for